Hello friends, today's video is very important and will give a lot of joy to everybody who is willing to immigrate to Canada. Because of COVID-19, many of the backlogs have been there in the Canadian immigration system. But very recently, good news has been announced by the Canadian Immigration Minister, and in relevance to that, I will be talking about some of the points that has been portrayed by the minister. The very first thing, the Finance Minister of Canada has allocated 85 million Canadian dollars to address this problem of backlogs in the immigration system. So this amount would be used to hire 500 extra employees in the Canadian immigration system so that applications can be processed in much faster rate. So it has been made clear by much of the backlogs would be cleared by the end of the year of 2022. So this is certainly a good news for people who are expecting the draws and other kind of updates from the Canadian immigration system. In the year 2021, Canada has invited 500,000 people in Canadian land on different programs. According to the recent news, in the very first quarter of year 2022, the processing time and the processing rate will be much faster because they are going to hire 500 additional employees and they will be using computer-based techniques to analyze the data. So according to the figures mentioned, 147,000 people will be processed by the end of the first quarter of year 2022. So a very important announcement has been made, and a Canadian immigration minister has actually acknowledged that the immigration system could not work very well due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and there have been a significant increase in the backlogs. So from these statements, it can be expected that FSW might be happening in this year. So there are signs that CEC draws will be conducted much before the FSW draws, and there is an important announcement for the spousal visa that in this category, immigration system will be using or will be providing a tracker system in which applicant would be able to track the status of their file, and in this way it would give a clear picture to the applicant about the estimated processing time. There are certainly a good news for the temporary work permits or the temporary visas or visitor visas or tourist visas, that Canadian immigration system will be using computer-based artificial technology to process the information. This information will be processed only by the computer, but the actual decision on the refusal or the approval will be made by the officials only. Interview of the Canadian immigration system, it is clear that FSW might happen well before the end of the second quarter of this year. So on this channel, we are continuously updating information regarding the Canadian immigration system. If you want to know more about it, please subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching this video.